Welcome back to the Crude project, everybody. Another exciting episode for you guys.
Let's get into it. Here we are again.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, you know, traffic was... Wow, man, traffic was fun today.
God, you had to deal with what was it, like 3 cars flipped over. And
Yeah, it was really bad. Actually, a really bad accident. I hope everyone did make it. But yeah, they had to shut down the whole highway, 3 lanes to 1 lane, reroute. As soon as you got to reroute traffic from a normal, it was horrible.
Major highway, Beltway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Down to 1 lane to back ways. Nobody's gone that way. We literally just went over like 2 lights and came back to the same highway because they shut down a good section of it. But that span, wow. If there was ever an existential crisis in this area, 70% of the people wiped, gone. These people, it was like so simple of a reroute, and people were like, "Oh, that's not a turn lane. Oh, I gotta go here. Oh, this light? It's GPS."
I feel like Virginia's drivers are the worst, almost the worst. I feel like they're
bad.
Yeah. There's a few other cities that are pretty bad too, but Virginia is definitely one of them. And then as soon as we get a little bit of rain, everybody loses their mind.
We hit snow today.
Half inch
of snow that was melted before the sunrise, and we had a 3-car and 1 car flipped over on a Prius. What? We had half an inch of snow, and someone had to get helevaced out of there. I'm pretty sure one of the people came from southbound and ended up on northbound of the highway. I was just like, this is crazy. I don't deal with traffic. Like, traffic is fine. But when people are, like, cutting off people at the end, right last minute, I'm like, oh, my gosh. There was almost another helivac needed. I'm telling you, dude. It's so bad.
I feel like that also has to do with a lot of inexperienced drivers. Don't know what the hell they're doing on the road. And here's my thoughts on the inexperienced drivers.
Stay home.
Stay home?
Jesus.
Stay home. But then also, like, I think, okay, this might be controversial, but
homie.
What age do you think giving out permits is okay? Because right now it's like 15 and a half, I think.
Oh, for a driving permit?
Yeah, for a driving permit. I think it's like right now it's like 15 and a half. I think you can go and take your license.
Don't you have to have someone else in the car with you though?
15 and a half, you can. But even then, like, okay, even if you have to have someone else, like,
you're still behind the wheel.
That 15 and a half year old is still behind the wheel. So at one point, do we think
what's the young age that we should?
Yeah. Because I feel like that's not working out. I feel like there's way too many that are just too inexperienced. They get behind the wheel and they start causing problems for the rest of the people. Obviously, there is belligerent ass drivers at any age, obviously. True. But the chances of that with how many inexperienced people there are, it's not. It doesn't equal.
Well, what do they do?
It's not the same.
How do they get experience if they can't get behind the wheel at an older age? You know what I mean?
You don't get. I would say you stay on local roads, less busy roads. Get experience, and then maybe also drive with obviously someone else because you're on permit.
Oh, so like cap them from major highways.
Cap them from major highways.
So like
and
mopeds.
Then, and then I think if it also would fall onto the parents to take them out for experience.
True. Gotcha. Yeah.
At certain hours when there's not going to be traffic.
It's true too.
So take them out on, I don't know, whatever times that is not traffic hours. The roads are less busy. Take them out on a couple of smaller freeways, maybe short drives, one exit to another, and then take back roads for local road experience. Take smaller back roads, that are pretty empty and not much traffic on it, I would say you could get good experience that way. That way you're not causing everyone else that's on the road a lot of headache.
You know, we used to, I don't see much people doing it anymore. It's like parking lots. We used to take ours, you know, I used to be taken out to a parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, an open parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
You just drive around the parking lot and they would tell, you know, you'd be like, all right, go ahead and make a left. No, do right.
Yeah.
Go around the building.
Yeah, I feel like they don't.
I don't think people do that much anymore.
They don't do it as much anymore. No. Nowadays, because
Don't
how
go
much.
495.
Yeah, because kids have, kids have become a lot more entitled and they want like just more and more. As soon as they hit the age of like 13, they think that, oh, I can do whatever I want now. And we discussed a little bit of it, like, oh, there's that proper household manners and whatnot. You raise a kid with proper discipline so that when you tell them, hey, you're not ready for that just yet.
Right.
You're not ready for the main roads just yet. They don't throw a temper tantrum and say, no, put me behind the wheel. I want to go on the main roads. No, you're 15 and a half. You don't have experience. Maybe go with a parent. Maybe go in the back roads at a time when there's no traffic.
Yeah.
And the roads are less busy. And then also maybe go do maybe like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever at a daily or a few times a week on a parking lot. You practice.
Parking lots are big, dude. You put cones down. You make a little obstacle course.
Yeah.
Nothing major. You get a little slalom going on there.
Yeah.
Drift track.
But now they feel a lot more entitled and they're like, no, I want to do all of that practice during traffic hours on the main roads.
Yeah, no. Honestly, a lot of it, I see like a lot of like foreign people like driving. I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, it's a lot. To be honest, a lot of
Good
foreign.
luck, everybody. I turn now.
How long I need a turn signal to go across 3 lane? None. Okay. Good luck, everybody. And then just takes them all out. Well, no, because I mean, like in other countries, like traffic in other countries is like do or die.
Mm-hmm.
It's dog eat dog.
Dude, it is.
Have you seen the roads in India?
It's crazy, dog.
Dude,
What
there
roads?
Right, no
exactly,
traffic
exactly,
lights.
exactly. There is no lanes. There is no lane.
Go when you can, fit where you can.
Exactly. There is no white lanes. Like there's no division.
Nothing.
There is just like one single road, and everybody's just like crisscrossing and just doing their best to avoid hitting each other.
And then don't forget about the motorbikes.
Yes.
Yeah, they run the roads.
Cyclists.
They run it. In Asia, if you got a bike with 2 wheels, you run it, dude. You are king.
Yeah, there is no law. It looks like there's no laws in countries like India. When you see the roads, like, holy shit, there's no lanes. Whoa, how are they avoiding each other?
Right. So then you would think they'd come here, or like anywhere else, and they would be like, dude.
Simple.
But it's like
There's a lane, you stay in the lane.
yeah, but it's like it diverts so differently. But I mean, some use turn signals, but we live in a metropolitan area, so it comes with the territory, unfortunately, and people just nobody has time to be considerate with everyone else on the road. They think, look at this long line, negative. I'm gonna hang in this lane until the very end and turn signal. Bam.
Yeah.
And that's when I pull out the Glocka tool.
They love to cut people off like last minute.
Oh, last minute. Yeah,
last minute. They
Last minute, yeah.
They always want to get in front of that person at the last minute. It sucks. Like if people, I don't know, is it common sense maybe, you think? Like the lack of common sense?
I think they're thinking of it's more of a selfish nature, right? Because you're thinking they can get in front of everybody. They. They're not thinking like, okay, well, everyone else just sat in that same traffic you did. Right. You're thinking, oh, great idea. I'll cut everybody else off and I'll get there faster. Like, okay, well, everyone else has somewhere to go as well. Right. And it does suck to sit in traffic. Don't get me wrong. Nobody likes sitting in traffic. And if you do, you're a psychopath and don't come here. But no one likes sitting in traffic.
Yeah. And I don't think it helps all that much. Even if you cut a few cars and you get in front.
Right. Now everyone's got to slam on the brakes. Everyone's more mad.
Yeah. And there's still that traffic. So how much earlier are you actually going to get to your destination than like a few cars behind you in the same traffic.
Right.
Not by much. Maybe like.
I mean, if they keep that mentality up, they might just, if you cut everybody off, yeah, you probably shave some time off, but you can cut the wrong person off one time. I've seen some of them videos, man.
You driving on the shoulder the entire way.
I've seen that. I've seen where they were trying to cut people. They were like riding people so much, and the guy was like not getting out of the way or cutting people off. I saw it was in New York. Dude pit maneuvered another car in traffic, and he kept moving. He didn't miss a beat. He or she, I don't know. They were like,
New York is a different
boom,
breed.
pit maneuvered him and just.
New York drivers are a different breed.
Yo, wild, bro.
Bro,
have to be aggressive.
Have to be. That's over that. I mean, he was that day they woke up and they chose violence, dog.
Every day, I feel like New York drivers are like that. They get up and they're like, I gotta drive today. A game, baby. A game.
Today?
A game.
Pit maneuvering somebody this morning.
Yeah. So.
Oh, shake and bake, baby. The old slingshot method. Slingshot your ass right into the hospital.
You know what I like that comes with that territory of like aggressive driving in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you get honked at or you're doing the honking, like people don't take it personally. Like it's just part of the culture.
Yeah. Here.
Like if let's say like there's a lot of four-way stop signs or and especially in like neighborhoods in New York, and you know if somebody like creeps up a little bit too far past the stop sign, like you know I had an uncle who would just honk, and like you know it wasn't nothing personal. It's just like it's just like a reminder, or before the light even turns green,
right?
Just as a friendly reminder. I don't know about friendly, but like it's just
hey, come on, wake up, pal.
It's like, hey, I'm just letting you know the light's about to turn green, so you know pay attention.
Here
it ain't getting any greener, pal. Let's go.
Dude, people lose their mind when you do that.
Oh, absolutely crazy, dude.
I mean, what was that? What was that last week or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I think, because that was when our last recording was. So 2 weeks ago, when I had to deal with that Mr. Bernie Sanders lookalike.
Yep.
Yeah, at the traffic light.
The drop lollipop.
Yeah, the drop.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Drop lollipop.
That's what he said.
The drop
That's how
lollipop.
he described it.
Yeah, drop a lollipop on the carpet and you pick it up. Got a couple of hairs stuck to it and shit.
Yeah, I mean, belligerent ass drivers like that. Yeah, that's crazy. Like as soon as you honk at the person, like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, they take it above and beyond around here. Like where I go, I have to make like a turn, and a lot of the lights are really short around here. So we got to make this turn, or I got to wait through the whole cycle. And like you'll hit it, you know, light's green, ain't getting any greener. Man, I hit the light, and you can see them like looking in their rearview mirror as they're like, as they're making the U-turn. I'm like, I'm sorry, you were checking Instagram. Let's go, buddy. I got places to be.
Dude, I feel like, well, that's another thing. Like, I think the law passed here in Virginia that if you get spotted by a police officer being on your phone, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Texting and driving is illegal.
Texting and driving.
Or even being on your phone.
Like if they spot you that you have your phone in your hand while behind the wheel, I think they will
ticket you. It's like a citation of some sorts.
I don't know.
Dude, it is insane. Okay, like if you're ever down a 2-lane road, which means what? One lane going one way, one lane the another going the other opposite direction, right? You're going one way. Just look at the other oncoming cars, like windshield and the person.
Yeah.
And like, I want to say like 2 out of 5 people are like, you can clearly tell, like they're like looking at their phone. And I'm just like, Jesus.
You lay on the horn one time, scare the piss out of them, and then you look in the rear mirror, you hear, woo! They're in a cow field or something. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. I don't like that shit, man.
Scary, dude.
I don't touch my phone while I'm actually, like, at a traffic light. If I'm stopped,
I'll check a text or something and be like, I drive a 5-speed too, because most people be like, hey, you didn't be like, dude, my hands are busy all the time. Yeah. Like, I'm banging gears, baby.
Yeah.
I'm doing 92 and a 55. I'm out here ripping them up, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Tokyo Drift over here.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I think more people should pay attention to getting
road.
off. Well, yeah, pay attention to the road and get off of your phone.
Also, stop being so sensitive. Like, something happens, you just move on, right? Like, there's no...
Especially if you're in the wrong.
Yeah, just fucking move on with your life. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to do something? Like,
you're going to get out, buddy? I got a tire iron waiting on you.
But, like, even if you are the one that committed the wrong, understand what you did. And if you're receiving it, just move on. Like,
oh, what's that thing you told me one time? We were going somewhere, and somebody was going really slow, and he goes, if there's one car behind you, they're the asshole. If there's a bunch of cars behind you, you're the asshole.
Yep. That's good.
That's something gold. I remember that all the time whenever I'm like driving. Because I mean, like, one last thing. We'll get to the articles we got, but like, so a lot of people don't know you have a passing lane and the driving lane, and people just ride in the passing lane, and like, dude, God forbid you flick your lights at somebody, be like, all right, move over. I'm trying to go. Yeah. Right? I am in the lane to do it right. And they're like, there's 2 lanes around here. Yeah, maybe because you're in the wrong one.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the, this might be a little bit controversial, but like people who are like, oh, well, I was going 75 and a 55 in the left lane. And like there are people riding my ass. I was like, dude, listen, no one's supposed to be in that lane for a long period of time.
Right.
You're just supposed to be in that lane just to pass.
Yep.
So like, even if you are going 20 miles over, somebody else might be going even faster. So
move out of their way.
Don't act like you're doing anything right because you're not.
Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. I kind of do agree with that. Like if you're going 75, someone else is going 80, move out of their way.
Right. Well, because the left lane, again, like you stated, okay, so when I go, I've gone up to Pennsylvania a couple of times to go see the old lady's family.
Yeah.
They got it right. If you ever go up that way, I take the highways, no one, and I mean no one, is in the left lane for more than like a quarter mile. And I'm not kidding you. These people got it down to a T. Once you get past Maryland, because, sorry, Maryland, nah. Y'all no, shouldn't have a license. That's why your cars are junk, your traffic is junk, your roads are junk, your driving skill is junk. I don't care. So once you get past that and you get up like Delaware and stuff like, dude, they got it down. They all get in the right, and if somebody's going into the left, back into the right. If you had a bird's eye view of the highways in PA, it's like everyone's in the right lane.
That sounds to me like everyone drives at a very civil manner.
Way better, dude. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think the more
like everyone
it gets, it's more common. Like around
True.
here, it's a clusterfuck.
If I went to like Pittsburgh or something like that.
Even like Southern Virginia, like people understand.
It's nicer. Yeah. It's probably you put too many people together and it gets a little weird.
But you know what else grinds my gears, and this is the last thing we'll say, and then we'll move on to our articles.
What's that?
That bruh. You know what grinds my gears? When people slow down just to watch who the cop pulled over.
Oh, the rubbernecks. God, dude. Yeah, that's when I want to hit with you. Meep. Let's go, buddy. Unless you want to be next.
That shit grinds my gears.
Where's that from?
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
He had a segment as the news.
Yeah.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah. So, anyways, that's our little traffic news for this morning.
Oh, right.
Our little experience of stupid ass drivers.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah. What's up?
Ant, do you want to explain? SpongeBob fan theory.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that?
We had lunch earlier and we were talking, so you guys are up to date. SpongeBob holds a lot of conspiracy theories. I don't remember how we got on the topic, but Z has never really heard much of these.
Well, because
you don't really enjoy SpongeBob much.
I don't really watch, or have never watched SpongeBob all that much. I've seen bits and parts here and there just because I find SpongeBob really annoying.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's just, hey. Just, everybody's, to each his own. To each his own.
I think our follower count just dropped like a few now. Oh,
God.
boy.
I love SpongeBob.
We just got canceled. So you know how SpongeBob works at the Krusty Krab.
Yep.
So if you've ever seen the outside of the Krusty Krab,
Yep.
it's a crab trap. Mr. Krabs is a crab. So, as the conspiracy theory goes, the secret ingredient to the Krabby Patty is crab, because the building is a crab trap. Have you ever noticed there's no other crab in Bikini Bottom other than Mr. Krabs?
Wow.
So,
okay.
it seems that they are feeding the other population crabs.
Crab meat.
That is the secret formula. Oh, the Krusty Krab, pizza.
Wait, so where the hell are they getting all the other crab from then?
They killed him. You don't remember how big the freezer is in the Krusty Krab?
Wow.
It's big. Now I've not seen this.
Have you guys ever seen this one?
Okay.
That makes sense.
7 deadly sins.
Each character represents
SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay.
one of the 7 deadly sins.
I think that's pretty good. Saying those are all the main characters, really, that stay within the show. SpongeBob being lust.
Okay.
Squidward being wrath.
I can see that.
Patrick definitely being sloth.
Okay, I can see that too.
Sandy pride, Texas.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Gary is gluttony because he always
Eats everything.
he eats everything.
Mm-hmm.
Plankton is envy because right, and Krabs is obviously greed.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty wild.
Wow.
I didn't know about that. I mean, that's probably subliminal, right? Like you would think, like, because like some of the, you know how like in the old times, like they used to put like jokes that were only for like parents in cartoon shows, and you don't get into like I think that's kind of part of it. That's pretty crazy. But so the secret and formula for the Krabby Patty is crab. That's why it's called the Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Mr. Krabs is a serial killer.
Wow.
Some people say that's also Patrick is part of the secret formula because starfish, they can regrow. They regenerate any part of their body. If you cut a starfish in half, you'll have 2 starfish.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool. I have not heard.
That's like becoming like a big new conspiracy that like Patrick is like a part of it and like they just chop him up. Now the whole why Mr. Krabs adopted Mrs. or Pearl, her parents were killed by whalers. Now that makes sense because obviously Krabs is not making a whale.
Yeah.
Any sort of genetic.
Okay.
Anyways, there's a whole bunch more.
It gets crazy, dude. I mean, it makes sense.
So you go down a rabbit hole over this, huh?
Yeah, when you go for SpongeBob and that. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. So
cool.
Way to ruin everybody's
childhood.
Mr. Krabs is a serial killer who adopted a orphan whale and
kills other crabs.
I have an idea. I see those all the time.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's move on to
the first.
Let's move on to some of our articles here. Yeah. First topic here we have. So, first one: 3 men break into an abandoned jail and then accidentally lock themselves in the cell.
Imagine like the joke, right? So I can see some of me and my friends doing this. Getting in there, you always have to joke and you always got to act like you're going to close it. Not knowing how any of these work, right? And imagine the thought process of the first guy who closed the door, right? The guy who closed the door and he was like, guess we're locked in here now. right? And then you're like, I guess I'm gonna drop the soap. And then the first guy that goes to get out, it's like, that moment,
Gary, I think it's locked.
right?
Gary, do something, Gary.
The first pull, and when it didn't move, that guy's soul left his body. He shit himself.
Yeah.
His balls fell into his sock. At that moment, dude, the first pull, and then when it was just like, everybody else is like, all right, bro, get it. Funny. And then he starts to have a freaking like Michael J. Fox episode on the jail cell door, and everybody's like, uh-oh.
Not to kind of make this a race thing, but I feel like white dudes always do the dumbest shit.
Yeah, there was probably a couple of white guys who just, let's go see if it's haunted.
Yeah, dude, let's go see if it's haunted, man. Let's see what we can find in there.
Let's close it, man. We're really gonna have a moment. Is there any ghosts in here?
Yeah, you see your brothers out there just like, yeah, I'm gonna just wait for y'all out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, I don't think
Black
so.
people are not going in an abandoned cell, nor are they closing the door. It's not happening.
It's like the in a scary movie,
yeah,
or if there is any type of scary shit that's happening,
they're out.
Brothers are always out.
Out,
They're like,
dude.
nope, hell no. But you see your three best friends over there, just shaggy looking. They always are curious to see what the hell is in there.
Yeah, now the brothers looking through the window. Yeah, no, they locked in that. Know if I'm going in there, they in there. Yeah, nah. So wait, what does it say?
Oh my god.
So remember what we were talking about the previous week?
Yeah.
Where when they don't share the race,
Oh,
we can assume.
no way.
Yo, stop playing.
St. Louis police spokesperson and officers responded to a call for help in a movement known as the Workhouse. Police freed 3 men and then arrested them per the outlet. The trespassers face possible charges of burglary, stealing, and property damage. The jail has been empty for over a year, according to the outlet. Inmates were moved out of the facility of May of 2022. After a year, the St. Louis mayor, Tishahara Jones, announced it would be closed to allegations of inhumane conditions. Damn. So you telling me 3 brothers then walked up in the jail? What the? Now they just putting themselves in jail. This is crazy.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but that's good.
Please tell me no. Trio trespass. No way.
Oh man, that's good.
Does it not? Come on, maybe it says their names.
It doesn't.
No way.
No? Oh, that's
it?
That's
Is
the end of it. Yeah, this is.
Oh my gosh. All right, I can't assume that it was 3 black
No,
guys.
obviously don't. But like, I just remember what we were talking about.
Right,
last
when
time.
they leave, yeah. Anytime race is left out, I mean,
Oh.
they want to assume burglary, stealing, and property damage.
Yep.
Wasn't
Well-
St. Louis.
Yeah. So I thought that was a funny little story.
That's gotta suck.
Like who does some shit like that, right?
they had to
I
be
don't-
in there for a while too.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt that they were on something. Like they were either high as hell
No.
or on some form of drugs and they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Nope.
Government assistance.
Yeah, or that.
No,
So-
I guarantee they were sober as anything. They went in that thing thinking that they was gonna have the time of their life and recreate some jail time. There were GTA RP in that motherfucker, dude. They were all in there. What you in for? Shit, stealing 2 cars. What you in for? Murder. And then the door closed, and they were like, "Help! Help! Please!" Can you imagine the call? Hi, 911. What's your emergency? Hi, I'm inside the workhouse and I can't get out. I'm sorry. I'm in I'm in B7 right now with some of my good colleagues. And we seem to have come into a circumstance of which we cannot escape from. Could we please seek assistance? So you locked yourself inside of a cell. Yes, ma'am. We have officers on. Did they have keys for that? If it's been abandoned.
Yeah.
Now they were probably in that cell for hours.
Well, I'm guessing, it was the local police of that area, and the jail was closed. It said the jail was closed for over a year. So, that's roughly new. So,
but keys, dog.
Yeah, but I'm guessing, that area they only closed it like a little bit over a year ago. So I'm guessing they still had.
I don't think they. I mean, again, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like 2 different jail doors,
yeah,
2 different facilities. I can't imagine the same key would work for all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like they have like some master key or something of the place.
Hopefully,
yeah.
they had to call like some guy with like a keychain that's like 2 inches long, and he's like swinging it, walking down the hallway, like, got another one today. Of all places to want to go abandon, right?
Mm-hmm.
A jail. So that's like a year old. Dude, if anything, look, I'm not going to anything.
What do you think they were looking at? What do you think that they went in there expecting, or was
jail time?
They went in there to act for jail time, and they got jail time from one facility to the next. Oh no! I wish I could hear. I wish they had the actual recording of the 911 call.
Oh, dog!
That would be great.
I'll pay money.
You hear the guy in the background. Please, my mom is gonna be so pissed.
Subtle crying.
Right? It stinks in here. I think there's poop in the toilet.
John, can you stop peeing over there?
Hey, I found a shank. Is this a toothbrush?
Oh man.
That would be horrible.
Anyways. Yeah. Funny little article.
People gotta stop going
thought we would
shit.
Yeah. Thought we would get a good laugh out of it. But if you guys like this article, if you guys want to read further into this article, we'll drop a link of the article in the description so you can check it out for yourself.
Yeah, we'll put them all down there.
Yeah. So let's move on to the second article, and let's see what else we found. We have a few interesting ones.
Oh boy.
Okay. This one.
Don't worry, buddy. I got this one. Princeton professor sparks outrage by calling journal article about sex with animals thought-provoking. Someone check his hard drive. Look at it. Look at the guy's face. He screams. Hard drive has got some information on that.
Oh my god.
He got a nose on him though, boy. I tell you what. He looks like an animal.
He looked like Pinocchio.
He looks like he could really sniff
He looked like
out.
Pinocchio, 70 years old.
He looks like he could smell colors.
He looked like
Dude.
he's Bernie Sanders' third cousin.
He could probably smell memories. Holy smokes, dude.
He looked like his dreams are fading away.
What the heck? The Princeton professor accused of arguing for decades that we need to rethink bestiality. When those few words come out of your mouth, credibility is gone. What do you mean, professor? Take it from strip that title off that man. The top of his head's already bald.
There's the title professor is
more.
no longer synonymous to this man's name.
None.
That's gone. Absolutely ridiculous.
We're talking about Princeton too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Princeton is one of the Ivy Leagues.
Yeah, it's a top school in the country, or one of the tops.
Hey man,
yeah, one of the top Ivy League schools in the country.
He did too much thinking. That's the problem. There's too much thinking going on in that school.
Yeah,
and this is what you get: zoophilia.
I feel like they have nothing better to do. Or at least for him. Like, I mean, look at this dude. He's dirt old. What the hell are you going to teach at this point?
Yeah, what is he doing? What animal is he going
Clearly,
after?
he's got some crazy-ass thoughts in his head now, so he's beyond his years of teaching. And now he's got nothing better to do than search up and have thoughts of these kind of ridiculous things. Correct me if I'm wrong. This man does not belong over there as a professor.
This guy doesn't belong in society.
No, he doesn't. When you start, I've
been arguing this for 10 years. We just need to start cows, all right? Do you know how better the milk would be? Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy. Yo, he's 77-year-old.
Oh, okay. So he posted a wait. Dr. Peterson, a teacher by the Ivy League schools, 1999, posted a link to the article on his X account where the backlash began almost immediately. So this dude posted the link on
Twitter.
Hold up. Hey, X, or formerly known as Twitter. How the hell you allow shit like this on your platform?
GTA gets backlash.
Yeah,
but
GTA?
Hold up. We're cows out here for real.
Yeah, hold up. This GTA, legit, bro, GTA gets backlash? Like, that's like a very good point. But this? Come on, Elon. Come on, dog.
That's wild.
Come on.
Oh, God. What is it? He's got a quote here. This piece challenges one of society's strongest taboos and argues for the moral permissibility of some forms of sexual contact between human and animals. Some form. What are we just teasing each other?
Oh,
we're edging.
God.
We're just I'm edging a horse these days. I'm out here just having a little fellatio with a kangaroo out in the outback. This is ridiculous, dude.
No.
You can't do that.
No. Don't tase me.
No.
Stop tasing me. No.
Yeah, this article offers a controversial perspective that calls for a serious and open discussion on animal ethics and sex ethics. Singer continues, read and ponder. Read and ponder.
You know, this is kind of crazy. Like these
Hold on.
Yeah.
The piece, which is available online, asserts that animals can consent to sex with humans and that it may not always be a harmful experience for them.
Whoa. Hold on. Please just wait a second. Did I just hear you read that correctly? Did you just say that animals can consent to the sex?
These people need to be shot.
That's crazy, bro. Like, what is the kangaroo gonna give me the thumbs up? The hell's the cow gonna
after giving you a 2-piece?
Right, the cow's gonna turn around and go, moo. What the f- is this? What is gonna happen? I gotta become like a specialist in an animal before I can ask him. You drive. I mean, what's good?
Moo, moo, moo.
What am I doing here? What is this? How much has this guy done? Like, has he got like a hard drive of him? Like, he's just out here doing the dirty with different animals, right? He's got.
This is a guy here.
I want to know.
I'll full screen this for the audience.
Oh my God! Animal liberation now. Ethics in the real world. The most good you can do. The life you can save.
Peter Singer. Philosopher, author, and ethicist.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Yo, 123,000. Yo, he put that out there, and there's so many people, like new age people, like the what's the new generation? Gen Zs?
The Gen Zs.
Yo, they were like, yeah, I could finally Pokemon. Dude, that's a thing. That's a thing, dog.
What? Yo, my God.
It's
wow.
bad. It's bad, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Dude, there's people who, like, okay, it comes across, I can't explain how well I know about this stuff. Okay? It's backlashing on me. Just know I don't consent this. I don't consent this, all right? Pokemon aren't even real, all right? I can dream what I want to dream.
That's too much internet for today.
Bro, that's too much time people have in their hands. That's what it comes down to. They don't have anything better to do, so they spend so much time on the internet looking up useless stuff, and then they have that much more time in their hands to take the useless stuff that they can find on the internet and make something ridiculous out of it.
Yeah.
Bro, I think people, I can't speak for this guy. He's an adult.
He needs to stay indoors. The rest of the people need to go outside.
Well, no, he needs to stay behind bars, behind bars. And, but kids, parents, y'all got to do a better job of
That's wild.
Of basically having a routine day for your kids. Put them in sports, give
Just
them piano
talk to 'em
lessons.
more. Something.
Yeah, have better conversations with your kids. You cannot be letting your kids sit behind computer or the internet and consume just literally trash. That's what it is.
Check the
You
browsing
cannot.
history.
Please have
Start
more
typing
control over your kids' internet access and internet usage.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to make it like jail, right? But like, dude, a simple browser search of what they've been, how to conceive with Vaporia. Nope, you're off the internet for like 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
Can a cow consent to sex?
Bro.
All right, buddy. What is that?
Oh, my, please.
See, like this article, and I see a picture of a guy hugging a wolf. I'm already like, all right, he's fucking the wolf.
I'm not gonna.
This piece, which is available online, asserts that animals can consent to sex with humans and that it may not always be harmful for them. Okay. Like,
Yeah, there's people. There's people.
there's people who are going to take this so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And like, dude, I'm telling you, somebody's going to get shot from that. I'm not, dude, you imagine some guy goes on a field, farm animal, and he's, no, this cow said it was okay. Well, this shotgun said it was okay too.
Yeah. What did you find? What did you find in that article? One ex-user pointed out what they perceived to be in a scathing comment, writing, "Can't eat them, can f them."
Can't eat them?
Bro.
Someone should probably check your hard drive. Second critic said, yeah, definitely. Not every barrier needs to be broken down. Not every norm needs to be questioned. It's true. God,
Facts.
jeez, these people are talking straight facts.
Gary Francione, a professor at Rutgers University, claimed in reminding users that Singer has been arguing for decades that we need to rethink bestiality.
Can you imagine, like, every time you're at, like, a meeting and this guy, Peter Singer, he just, like, walks into the meeting, everyone's, like, talking, and everyone's, like, they all just have a sigh, like, hey, guys, what are you guys talking about? Nothing. So I was rethinking something. Peter, the door.
But that's actually kind of crazy that he's been making these claims and publicly in school, obviously, for decades, but he hasn't gotten any backlash for it.
Other than now when he came to Twitter.
Other than now, that's actually pretty. Like, no one said anything about this before.
Dude, how mad do you think Princeton was? They're like, damn it, Peter.
or Princeton's happy that, they're getting some
exposure.
they're getting some exposure. They're becoming relevant on the news.
I don't think it's going to be the great relevant of what they would like. A school like this, they don't need that relevance anymore. Like Princeton is a thing. Princeton is like probably like it's like one of those like it's well known, but not like everyone goes kind of deal. They're like under the radar kind of deal because like if you need to know, you know.
Yeah.
But now there's going to be it's the Zootopia school. And they probably the dean probably saw the tweet and was like, Peter.
Honestly, Peter just needs to keep his Peter in his pants.
Dude, you can't keep him safe around your dog. You know what I'm saying? They have him over for dinner. They got to put the dog in a cage.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's in the cage with the dog. Peter, get out of the kennel. He said it was okay. Peter, get out of the kennel. He is,
Peter, get out of the fucking kennel.
he doesn't have a wife. He just has multiple animals.
Last warning, Peter.
Dude, that's a genuine concern
Right?
if you think about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that could be like people start taking this sort of thing to heart. Dog.
I agree.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no, there's some sick ass people, and this is what I mean.
I have somebody over, and they start like making moves on my dog, bro. 1-2. I'm hitting him with it.
Yeah,
Popeyes. 1-2. No biscuit.
the kangaroo junks.
Or no, the Popeyes 1-2 biscuit. No water. They choking. They're choking, dude. There's no way. Like, what do you? You go to get drinks and you come back and they're cuddling with your dog naked. And I'm like,
Bro.
oh, I got another drink. You come back, baby. Let me get something else.
Now I find this honestly, like, on a serious note, this very disturbing.
Yeah.
It's very disturbing. I don't know how people can let this slide, and this is an extremely bad look for Princeton. If they are going to continue, I mean, he's been spewing this nonsense for decades, and they've continued to let him teach there. But if they're going to continue to, even after this, if they're going to continue to let him teach there, this is on Princeton. This is on Princeton, and this is not a good look for Princeton. Like, think of what people will think of Princeton professors from here on out.
True.
Hey, I don't want my son going to a Ivy League prestigious school. I don't want my son or daughter or kid or whatever, I don't want them to go to Princeton because I don't trust that they have sane professors there.
Right. No, fuck no. So, like, it's one thing to be, whatever fetish you want to have, that's you behind closed doors, right? But, like, in the realm of reality, like, okay, if you're like, oh, I want to have sex with animals, dude, find somebody, put them in a costume, dude. Like, let's get real here, all right? It's 2023. There's dogs out in Berlin, all right, barking in the streets.
Right.
Like, now it's going to be another thing. It's going to be like this whole, they're going to gang up with the whole vegan people.
You think this has to do anything with, any correlation with the woke agenda?
Oh, God.
I feel like
Hope
maybe.
Hope not. Jeez Louise, that's the last thing we need. It's just, oh my God, dude. It's problems, dude. It's just, I don't know.
It's one thing after another, isn't
It's
it?
one thing after another. It's just like,
yeah. And I feel like it's not getting any better.
sometimes thoughts are good as thoughts, buddy. You know what I mean?
And kept to yourself.
Thoughts, right?
And
Just
kept him, yeah.
let that one just churn over a couple for decades, fine. Churn it, right? Churn it alone.
Yeah. Churn it alone and keep churning it until you're 6 feet under, and then maybe let it out.
Jesus. It's because then, like, you get, like, this day and age, which is horrible to say, this day and age, that sort of mentality is more welcome now.
Yeah.
You would catch, dude, early 90s, that came out, bro.
Ostracized.
Out of Princeton. If he put it out like he did now, you're out of Princeton. You're done. You're ruined. People would probably burn his house to the ground.
You seen the movie? The TV show Game of Thrones. There's a scene where Cersei Lannister is being dragged across on the streets all the way up to the Capitol building, and the common people, the folks are throwing rocks at her, throwing all kinds of stuff at her, and then there's this nun that's walking her. Shame.
Yeah.
This is what they would have done to him back in the days.
Oh,
they would have dragged his ass across the streets. They would have put him on a pyre or whatever, Salem witch trials type of shit. And they would have probably burned his ass for doing something like that. Although I feel like back in the days, maybe they wouldn't have, even because sure, it's a maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't have, just because how much I feel like nowadays the pets are dogs, cats, anyone who has a pet. There's a lot more care for them than there was back in the days. Like, I feel like back in the days, people didn't really give a shit if there was a dog on the street, hungry and this was looking for some food.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays,
true.
if there was a dog,
pets are
pets
more or
are
less
fam-
like they're a family.
So
yeah.
therefore, I feel like if this guy said something like that about a dog or whatever back then,
it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
They'd
as.
probably be upset. Like, oh, here comes Peter again. Peter,
Yeah.
stay away from the cows. Peter,
Yeah, so
get
there's-
off the sheep.
The two sides of the coin, basically.
Yeah. Now, but
Get off the
like,
sheep.
yeah, get off the sheep. Stop.
Peter, I told you to bring the sheep in, not beyond the sheep. God damn it. Anyways, yeah. So let us know.
with the sheep, not the sheep.
The sheep said it was okay.
Kev.
The sheep said
God damn it, Kev.
All right, we need to move on from this because I don't want to. This
Yeah.
shit is bad
Yeah,
juju.
Bad juju for sure. Disturbing thoughts, and I don't want to continue to talk about this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And anyways, so if you want the links to this article as well, it will be dropped in the description. Check it out for yourself. Moving on to the next one. The next one. Okay. So this is for people who know old actors. Jane Fonda is one of the. She's one of the famous actors from back in the days, and I believe so. Yeah.
85.
Yeah. So Jane Fonda. She came out in a recent interview claiming that she does not sleep with or date anyone older than 20 years old. Keep in mind, Jane Fonda is 85 years old, I believe. Is that it? Yeah. Jane Fonda is 85 years old, and she said, I would not date anyone older than 20 years old, and obviously, date them, sleep them, whatever. Let that sink in for a second. 85-year-old Jane Fonda does not want to date anyone older than 20 years old.
Because I don't like old skin.
Yeah, and that's her excuse, or that's her justification. She does not like old skin, but she's 85.
I mean, she looks pretty good for 85.
Well,
but-
yeah, when you're taking some high dosage of adrenochrome, you're gonna look fantastic.
Oh.
So,
She's off the chrome, huh?
yeah, she's off the chrome. She's probably one of the people who's off the chrome the most. Who knows? Look at that.
85.
I mean, makeup can do wonders too. So
That's true. That is true, but
You take that-
she's still walking.
you take that makeup off, and you start looking like Frodo Baggins' uncle.
Oh no. Looking like Golem at this bitch. I mean,
Oh, my
damn,
God.
she ain't bad for
No.
85. I mean,
Hey, buddy.
hey,
buddy.
Jane, what you doing, girl? I mean, shit. I might be 31, but shit, I'll be like 20 if you now. Nah, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Nah, she got a lot of money. I ain't lying.
What are your thoughts on this, guys?
That's just honestly, she got enough money where, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If she running around with some 20s, it's because she putting them in a Lambo. They cruising in a Corvette.
Mhm.
What movie did she be in?
I don't know. We can look up a list of her movies. She's pretty renowned for back in the days. She was.
I'll be honest, I've never heard of Jane Fonda.
Yeah?
I mean, do you know any movies like off the top of your head?
I don't, because I
I
never
don't-
really watched any of her movies. Really,
Well, she's
to be honest
85,
with
so
you.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is like
it-
she was like 60s, 70s. She
Yeah.
was like kind of really making
This was
movies.
not my time to. Her movies were not my time of movies. So, why? Oh, so just I don't understand why things like this is acceptable. To be honest with you, I feel like this will get less criticism than if an 85-year-old man were to say, I don't date anyone who I don't date any girl who is younger than
Like
20 years
Leonardo
old.
DiCaprio.
Yeah. So
He
Leonardo,
got a lot of backlash.
he's
because
getting
of-
a lot of backlash for continuously dating someone who is 25 and younger.
Mhm.
Every time there's some girl who starts to hit the age of like 25 or over or whatever, he dumps them, and then he goes on to date. So he gets a lot of criticism for that. And Leo is, I think, like he's probably not even 50 yet, and so
He just renews them for the new model. That's all he's doing.
yeah, I mean, so if why is it acceptable? Or, I mean,
Is it not getting as much backlash?
It's not getting as much backlash. That's the thing. It's not getting as much backlash, and that it's kind of double standards, if you ask me.
That's that part of that sisterhood where they'd be like, slay, purr, yes, girl, but
Yeah.
like they have on those.
I don't know if it's more acceptable. I think.
But it's not getting as much backlash as if, say...
I think it's whatever the opposite sex deems appropriate. So in this case, like a lot of dudes, I don't think they'll like.
Yeah, we don't care as much.
Yeah.
And then, but like for like, young women, it's like, oh well, I'm about to hang out with Leo. Right?
Yeah. It's probably what it is. It's
He's
probably
also not
because we
85.
don't care. We don't really give two shits if it's like, yo,
Yeah.
what's your name? Jane Fonda.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm bagging it.
Yeah, but like her reasoning is, I don't like old skin. That I find
That's
funny.
kind of like hypocritical when she's got old skin.
Super hypocritical.
she's-
You're 95.
Right.
95, 85. I just added 10 more years to her age.
I mean, yeah, she probably got some old flappy skins in places, but she that's a little weird. She probably got some old meat curtains on her. I got them fun bags, be like fucking knee bags. I'm looking at these movies she's been in, and I tell you what, I've never heard of a single one of them. I'm sorry. I don't know. On Golden Pond, Fathers
Yeah.
and Daughters, Moving On,
The most
Cat
recent.
Bayou,
Yeah, these are like all old, but she's really well renowned in Hollywood.
Old
But
Gringo.
one of the more recent movies that just came out of hers was that Brady movie. Yeah,
Bo and Brady. Oh, Bo 80 for Brady.
80 for Brady.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that was one of the
Ruby
recent-
Gillum Teenager. No.
Yeah, like
The Newsroom.
Teenage
The book. Oh,
Kraken.
Book Club. Okay, I've heard of Book Club.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but I heard of that. All right, you go, Jane.
Yeah, but I feel like if you have people, like for example, the whole Me Too thing that happened, right?
Who?
The Me Too thing. You never heard of it?
Mewtwo?
Me Too, the Me Too movement. So the whole Me Too movement, and one of the prominent members of the whole Me Too movement was Natalie Portman, and the Me Too movement was basically all of these women. It was around the time that Harvey Weinstein were being convicted,
And
being
Bill Cosby.
Yep, Bill Cosby and all
Free
the.
Bill Cosby.
It was
I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about that. I don't want anybody to come at me for that. I don't really know.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it was around that time Harvey Weinstein was. There was a lot of evidence
Everybody else was. So the Me Too was like they were kind of
saying,
coming up with.
they
Okay,
were
this
coming
happened
out
to me and-
exactly.
Oh,
It was all of it was the coming out of all the women that were abused in Hollywood by like big time producers
Gotcha.
and executive producers and like your directors or whatever.
Right.
Many people that were in position of power, mainly men, that were exploiting these
women.
young Hollywood women and
Gotcha.
had used them and promised them, make them fake promises or even realistic promises, but in return for exploiting them and abusing them sexually and all this shit. And like, so therefore there was a movement that was called Me Too movement around the time that it came out. And there was a lot of big time actors, including like I mentioned, Natalie Portman and like Reese Witherspoon and so many others that were coming out, and they were saying, yeah, Harvey Weinstein was one of the biggest like offenders, and
Wow.
yeah, he's no longer in Hollywood.
No,
because-
yeah. I remember when he got convicted.
Yeah, he's gone. And so it was around that time. But like, people like that are pretty hush about other atrocities or other abuses against women in other areas.
Kids.
Kids, yes. Yeah, if we want to go down that route of like, child pedophilia and all this other thing, and like, little girls being abused and all this stuff, like
And boys.
Yeah, and so they're kind of hush hush about it. They're not raising as much voice in regards to that stuff. They're not as loud as when they were with the whole Me Too movement thing. And this kind of so my correlation to this is was basically like, you know, if this were the opposite, if an 85-year-old man were to make a statement like this, a claim like this,
oh
right?
yeah, they would drag him through the mud.
Yeah, they would drag him through the mud. But she's making a claim like this, but she's not getting a lot of backlash for it. And where are the Me Too movement girls that were all in support of each other and in support of women?
True.
And all this
Well,
stuff. And so why don't
this
they
is kind of a little different. So obviously
It
she's
is.
talking a little
It is, but it's-
consensual. So I get like there's no much of a movement thing. So if it was the other way around, and then the Me Too movement started to kind of, make a comment,
my
then that
point,
would be
My point is that it would be.
right.
My point is that if this were to be the other way around, 85-year-old man making a claim like this, then it would be. You would see instantaneously the outrage.
Right.
So that's what my point is.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely a double standard. I mean, there's a lot of double standards that come, especially like in this day and age.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are like catching up with it. I mean, I've seen like so many other like clips or like other podcast shows that they have women on there and they just, they claim that like they can do these sort of things. They can act however they would want to act and they deserve everything that they ever desire because.
Right.
Just because.
Right.
And it's like, well, okay. But I don't know if you get, what is it called? The whatever podcast? I think it's called something like that. I don't know. The whatever pod. It's the name of it. They always have a.
I think I've seen clips.
Yeah, and they had that one big girl. That's actually a dude.
Oh, that
Megatron.
Okay.
Wait, what's her name?
Gorlock.
Gorlock. Is that their
Gorlock.
name? Is that their name?
I think that's the nickname.
I like Megatron.
Oh.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Gorlock the Destroyer. Yeah,
I
yeah.
did see Megatron in one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, Gorlock, the linebacker, dude. He's yeah. So they had him on there one time, and
was it whatever podcast? I feel like
that's what I said.
Was it whatever podcast?
Yeah, it's whatever. They always have like women on there, and the women are
okay.
always like, "Oh, well, I can do this and this, and I can OnlyFans, and I can do whatever I want."
Okay.
And things like that, or when they like claim like, "Well, I gotta be with a guy that makes like."
Was it also Byron Gaines' podcast? She was also on Byron Gaines', right?
Lost me on that. I don't know.
Oh.
The whatever podcast. The only reason I know.
Sorry, not Byron Gaines. Myron Gaines. Yeah. Myron Gaines, his podcast is like also kind of like similar-ish to that podcast. I feel like he also hosted that Megatron thing.
Gorlock.
And yeah, it was the edits are hilarious.
I am Gorlock the Destroyer. I have been sent from a distant planet to destroy your men. I don't know. They're probably a nice person. Maybe. I've never talked to him.
Of course.
Maybe we'll talk to him one day.
Maybe.
We'll redeem. Maybe we'll have him on here. We'll have a couple chairs ready for him.
We'll have to either get a couple chairs or
A couch.
Yeah, a couch.
Hey,
Just not the casting couch.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
We'll get a leather couch for him, baby. Sit
Whoa.
right next to me. And we come back to Peter Singer. We're house. Yeah, actually, I saw a video, it was a clip. He was on. Do you guys know who Aiden Ross is?
Yeah.
So he was on Aiden Ross's like stream, and there
Who
was Gorlock was there. They had Aiden Ross had him as like a feature, and they were like dancing or something.
Kev, can you pull this up really quick?
And like this one dude was acting like he was joking around. He was like humping the back, and then they found out there was a dude. Not Aiden Ross didn't do it, but it was another. They were like, "Yo, that's a dude," and he was like, you could see like his like he lost his face. It was put Gorlock on Aiden Ross.
Ali C. Lopez.
Put
Ali C.
Ali. I saw Ali. Ali C. Lopez. That's I guess her name.
Okay. No, yeah. Search in the search. Gorlock the Destroyer on Aiden Ross. Damn, I can't find. I don't know where it is. but it was on there somewhere, and the dude, I don't remember who it was.
I'm a 10. Did you see that one?
I'm a 10-ton.
I'm a 10.
You know, the comments just do the destroying for you. You realize, these days, when you like hit the comments, it's like everyone's already on top of it.
Dude, I love it. The comment section is always the best, right?
I love the comment section.
Always becomes unhinged. You know what I'm saying? I trip over my own feet getting to the comment section.
The internet is a savage place. The internet, I feel like it sucks, you know, and overall. But the internet can also be a very glorious place.
Yeah, I think it needs to stay savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it needs to stay that way. People, don't post on the internet if you're soft. And I mean, people still do, and they're just like easy targets. And I'm sorry, but you signed up for it.
Yeah.
When you put anything in public like that, you sign up. You sign up for any savagery that could come your way, and you just.
There is
it
that.
happens.
But then there's also, like, you could be savage and people can be soft, but then you see a lot of people using the internet, using the fact that they are behind a computer screen, behind a keyboard. They do a lot of harmful things in terms of bullying and online bullying.
That is true. That is true. Like direct stuff,
condoned.
Stuff like that, like direct things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like online bullying should never be condoned. Period.
Yeah. So there's a couple of ways. You like. I agree and disagree with how somebody should be upset with when they got online bullied. If you put something on the internet that, like, let's say you did like a dance or something and you are just bad at it and they rip you apart for it. Hey, you either quit dancing or you grab yourself by your bootstraps that probably were untied the way you were dancing.
Right.
And you do better.
Yeah, use that as fuel. Use that as motivation. And some people just get
crushed, right?
There is that other thing, though. I was going to say this, but there is that other thing where people use things like that, where they then use that as an excuse to not do better. Use that as an excuse to give up.
Oh, 100%.
Use that as an excuse to play the victim, and use that, and then have that victim mentality. I don't think I feel like that stuff has become a lot more. That victim mentality.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a victim.
Yeah, that victim mentality has become so much more. I think people should grab themselves, like you said, by the boots type of shit, and get up, dust off.
And just keep going. Keep moving. Try it again.
Dust it off. Don't worry about what the hell people are saying. I don't know what Kev is doing. But
he's dusting off his boobies.
Uh-huh.
But then on the other side, like,
buddy.
Let's say like somebody had found, like, between two people, somebody had sent something, like an intimate picture or something like that, and then it gets out, and then people all make fun of it that way. That's on the other side. Look, I got 3 inches. That's all I got. Don't make fun of me, kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Now the whole school knows I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making it past the cheeks. That's not fair. Right? That's the kind of bullying I don't think should happen. Or things like things that people can't change, more or less. Like, if you're making fun of somebody just to make fun of somebody, then that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
that's true. And some people are like, well, you made fun of Gorlak the Destroyer. All right. Well, Gorlak sometimes needs to be humbled. All right.
Yes.
I've seen more. If you've never seen a lot of videos of Gorlak or how they act or how they feel like they're better than other people, you always get deserved to be humbled. We humble anybody around this mother. You shit. These hands is ready to eat for everyone. Equal opportunity. Yeah. Cart pusher mother. I hit him with the elbow next time. People's elbow.
I think right now is a good place to wrap up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good here.
Yeah, we are pretty good. Just
already.
Final thoughts. Yeah. Stay nice to people. Be nice to people. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know what people are going through. So always be kind is just a message of the day, I guess.
Try your best, I guess.
Yeah, do your best. Do your best to make someone's day instead of breaking someone's day or ruining someone's day.
I think we got a little shout out for these things though, right? We got a little we were gifted
Yeah.
a couple of mugs. As you see, we have them now. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can.
Yeah.
So it has the logo. So you wanna give us a little synopsis on what happened there?
Yeah. A good friend of mine, did a very thoughtful, kind thing, and shout out to Zoya. She thought it'd be nice if she did something nice for us.
It was very nice.
She got us some mugs.
Got us some
with
mugs.
our Crude project on it, and it is very appreciated. I do like the dark theme.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It matches.
I mean, well done too.
Yeah,
like the cup is nice. The way the emblem is on there is nice. It's a good size cup too, right?
Yeah, it is definitely a good size cup. I
cup.
like it, and this is definitely the type of like cup that I would drink coffee out of, or
nice
tea
size
out
cup.
of, or any of my beverages. It's definitely a good size.
Great
So
cup.
I like it, and so yeah, this is appreciated a lot. So thank you very much,
Thank you, Zoya.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Zoya.
and we will have to repay the kindness.
I'll do something. I'll send her my socks. I'll write Zoya on them. On a pair.
Can we send
just make sure
some
it's not
bath water?
Oh,
Just make sure it's
Ooh.
not the crusty socks.
That's right. That'll be wash socks, not my used socks. Why is one of these tube socks so straight?
Is this starch? I hope this is starch.
It smells like salt. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much wrapping it up there. If anybody did want to see any of the articles, we will have them down below in the description. And if
Yep.
you guys have made it this far, make sure you guys check us out on any other social media platforms. Leave us a like. Drop a comment about this episode in any form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, make sure you guys subscribe.
Go over to Spotify and give us your thoughts, give us a feedback over there, and give us a listen, give us a follow. Really appreciate your support. And we will see you on the next one.
See ya.